ఎల్లుండి నుంచి 2 రోజుల పాటు విశాఖలో CII సదస్సు జరగనుంది. విదేశీ సంస్థల ప్రతినిధులు ఎందరో హాజరవుతున్నట్టుగా చెప్పారు మంత్రి నారా లోకేష్. ఆపై దేశంలో అతిపెద్ద డేటా సెంటర్ విశాఖకు రాబోతోందని అన్నారు నారా లోకేష్. ప్రెసిడెంట్ లోకేష్ మాట్లాడుతున్నారు. లైవ్ ద్వారా చూద్దాం.
In terms of your capex from what you've got from the central and also the state capital, how well are you utilizing that in order to attract these investments, and do you seek any additional allocation because of so many investments and interest and opportunities coming to the state? So have you written to the center?
So there are two parts, right? One is just the hard infrastructure. Second is the soft infrastructure. So first let me address the hard. So if you look at it, we spoke about the 3 industrial corridors that pass through Andhra Pradesh. You are very lucky in that sense. There are very few states that have that. So there's already money available and we are leveraging it quite effectively. So Koparthi and Orvakkal industrial nodes have got favorable dispensation from Government of India as part of building these nodes. So we are using those resources effectively to build out. 2, we now have a economic region approach. So Visakhapatnam economic region, Amaravathi economic region, Rayalaseema economic region. So there again, with the clusterization approach, with the forecast that we have, okay, what's going to happen in the next decade, 2 decades, what is the infra, what is the power, what is the soft infra, the whole 9 yards is getting planned out. So we're launching the report of Visakhapatnam economic corridor tomorrow. So that will have a lot more details. And then we'll create a special purpose vehicle and we'll go about raising money. And if required, we'll definitely knock on the doors of Delhi. No second thoughts about it. Now let me come to the soft part. This is very, very important. We have to create an enabling environment for industries to thrive. So things like labor reforms, Factories Act. These are subjects that we are going into threadbare. We are working with the industry to understand the challenges. Let's talk about labor reforms, right? Women working the night shift in electronics manufacturing. Today, it's not allowed. So these are nuances that we're sort of working through. I'm also working with the industry to give me feedback on what are the challenges that they're facing at the field level, cutting edge level. So what part of the process can be automated? What part of the permissions can be real time is something that we're working with the industry on. So speed of doing business is something that we take very seriously and we believe is a competitive advantage. Thank you.
So how many ministers of foreign countries are participating in this summit? And if you can name a few of them. And the second question is, can you have also understand that in India and China have improved a lot? So have you invited Chinese firms to take part in this summit, and are you ready to take investment from Chinese firms, especially in sectors like electronics?
As part of the manifesto committee, we made 6 promises, and the first promise was to create 20 lakh jobs in the 5 years of the NDA government. So it's the Super 6 promise. The first promise is that. So for us, it's not just a target; it is a pledge to the youth of Andhra Pradesh. And this is perhaps one of the biggest employment mission that has ever been undertaken by a state in India. So every single policy that we have created is with a clear focus to create jobs. And that was the single driving agenda with which our policies have been created. So if you look at it, in the last 16 months, we've had firm commitments of $120 billion worth of investments. So these are not MOUs that we have signed and forgotten. In fact, quite a few of them we haven't even signed an MOU. So one great example of it is ArcelorMittal. They're going to build India's largest steel plant in already a steel city called Visakhapatnam. South of Visakhapatnam, they're building a steel plant, and we have no MOU with ArcelorMittal. And it got concluded. The entire understanding with Aditya Mittal and I got concluded over a Zoom call. And the second example of it is, of course, Google, which is India's largest FDI investment ever. And that's again coming to Visakhapatnam, our data city. So that's a testimony of how we have attracted global investments. Even if you look at solar manufacturing, out of the top 10 manufacturers in India, 5 of them are setting up their manufacturing plants in Andhra Pradesh. This is in the Rayalaseema part of Andhra Pradesh. BPCL is investing about 1 lakh crore in refinery. NTPC is investing about 1.65 lakh crores building a green hydrogen hub again south of Visakhapatnam. So each of these investments, though we're talking about the investment quantum, for me it is a number of jobs it creates, and that is what is very, very important for me and of course all of us sitting here, and that's the promise that we have made. The Partnership Summit, the theme is quite clear from Andhra's perspective, which is companies driven by speed choose Andhra Pradesh. Across sectors, we have seen that the investment quantum is substantially increasing. Even homegrown companies are investing, even medium-sized companies are investing, north of 1,000 crores in capital expansion, new location. Even a 6 months delay, even a 3 month delay, even a month delay changes their entire business plan. In some cases, it makes it unviable. So speed is the most important thing that is driving investments today here in Andhra Pradesh. That's why companies like TCS, Cognizant, and few more have chosen Andhra Pradesh given the negative sentiment in the sector, because that is the speed that we have delivered. And if you look at it, it's not just in IT. We have extended across blue collar jobs, so manufacturing is core to us. Hospitality is also very, very important. We are one of the very first states to recognize tourism as an industry and give it that status. And the target given by our Honorable Chief Minister is to create 50,000 rooms over the next 3.5 years, because we have finished 1.5 year of a term. So far we have signed about 8,500 keys. The rest we will also complete. So speed is what defines Andhra Pradesh today, and that I believe is our competitive advantage. So a lot of people ask me, why Andhra Pradesh? I'll give you 3 distinct reasons. First one, I think I've spoken about it quite a bit. Our branding is quite clear. Speed. Second is our leader. Mr. Naidu is a leader who has a clear track record of creating new ecosystems, building new cities. So we have an amazing brand, Babu, and we don't hesitate to use it to the maximum extent possible. Please also understand that all the companies that we have grounded are because of the relationships that he has built over the last 4.5 decades of his political career. So these are relationships that we've leveraged, we've worked on, we've interacted, and we're able to ground such amazing companies to Andhra Pradesh. The third clear reason, and I'm sure all of you would have heard in my public speeches also, while many states in India have double-engine sarkar, only Andhra Pradesh has double-engine bullet train sarkar. I call it the Namo government. Namo is not just Narendra Modi ji, it's Naidu and Modi ji together. So we have the double-engine bullet train sarkar, we're working exceptionally hard. We are very much aligned with the Honorable Prime Minister's vision of Vikasit Bharat.